have these odious never Trump Republicans echoing this, and they're selling out all their core values, whether it's capitalism, taxes, immigration, or crime, saying if you don't like Trump because it's a big meanie, you have no choice but to vote for a profoundly radical leftist. Well, in 2016, I did not vote for Trump. I didn't like him as a candidate, but that didn't mean I voted for Hillary. I just didn't vote. Actually, I think I wrote in Ruth Buzzy. But I didn't, but the thing is, they're trying to trick you into thinking that not voting is somehow not a vote. It actually is a vote. You are not required to vote for the other side because you don't like your guy.
Do we believe in opportunity?
Let's take a look at it, and that includes gay marriage.
So now, I suppose it wasn't too bad, thinking back to that economy. If you're a billionaire, Elon Musk, for example, say, that guy got it. Michigan knows that word. Look, that dude got a tax cut, and the rest of us got shafted on the whole deal.
Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Tim Walz is very obviously gay. I look at him, I'm like, well, you're gay. And I'm sure I'll be attacked for saying that. Maybe he's not gay, but he certainly seems gay.
Right.
And
you immediately say, where's your evidence?
I don't have any evidence. I'm just saying the guy looks super, super gay to me. But they're the ones always running on being like, it's great to be gay. Okay, if it's great to be gay, then why is it an attack on him for me to say that?
He knows how to sell right there, okay.
Let's take a look at it, and that includes gay marriage.
High visibility in the debt crisis also has begun to create a political backlash against them in developing countries. Increasingly, banks are perceived as the bad guys, demanding tough economic changes and withholding vital foreign exchange. A U.S. banker in Latin America recently grew a beard. When asked why, he replied, for protective coloring. How I would rather seek to construct this analysis. I forewarn you that there's nothing in what I have to say here that implies any kind of conspiracy going on in the background. It's all straightforwardly interpretable, I think.
So many bland politicians out there.
Most of us are bland.
You're not bland.
Well, no, that's true. That is true. But I wasn't born bland. Mm-hmm. You don't acquire blandness. That's a birth defect. I want them to replicate what I've done.
And it is because of your work and your support that we have been able to then fill our administration with incredible leaders.
Mayor Willie Brown is known for his elaborate birthday parties. When he turned 75 in 2009, he invited 120 of his close friends to Paris.
But I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job, and there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a shame. The most capable people are not necessarily running for political office.
That includes loving who you want to love. That includes right to contraception and so many other fundamental core rights that we thought were locked in.
These questions challenged an entire nation during the upheaval of the French Revolution. By the end of the 18th century, Europe had undergone a profound intellectual and cultural shift known as the Enlightenment. Philosophers and artists promoted reason and human freedom over tradition and religion. The rise of a middle class
and I come from the middle class.
And printed materials encouraged political awareness. And the American Revolution had turned a former English colony into an independent republic.
For which it stands. One nation, under rule, divided, with liberty and justice for none.
And while Louis remained as the figurehead of the constitutional monarchy, he feared for his future. In 1791, he tried to flee the country, but was caught. The attempted escape shattered people's faith in the king. The royal family was arrested, and the king charged with treason. After a trial, the once revered king was publicly beheaded, signaling the end of 1,000 years of monarchy and finalizing the September 21st declaration of the First French Republic.
Yes, well, you know, he's staying in San Francisco, but you know they call San Francisco the Paris of the West.
It is funny. Waltz is a strange dude.
Oh, he's strange.
He is strange. Him and I are the same age. How does he look so much younger?
No, he's a strange guy. You know, he called up years ago. I was in the White House, and he said, my house is being surrounded by people with American flags. I said, is that a good thing or a bad thing? He said, I think they're going to attack me. This was during the riots and everything else. They were MAGA people. You know, they like the American flag, all right? And they also had Trump. And I said, how do you know? There were about 15,000, He said, could you put out a word like that I'm your friend? I don't even know him, but that's the only time I ever spoke to him. And if you look back long ago, tweets, before Truth, tweets, long ago, I put out a statement, he's a good man, the governor, he's on our side. I didn't know him, but I didn't want him to get hurt. And everybody put down their flags and they left. Yes. He said it was a miracle.
And to inspire people, and by doing that, and all that that requires, which is the hard work, the practice, working as a team, knowing that you will be undefeated even if you don't win every game.
A very good morning from the sleepy wee village of Tarbert. Would you believe this place is the capital of the Isle of Harris? And it's amazing.
And you grew up in a small town in Texas.
Smaller than that.
So you're even smaller than that. How did that lead you here to where you have this legendary life?
Well, my mother finally agreed with my uncle that I should come to San Francisco, that I should get out of the South.
In this remote Scotland town lies the untold story of President Trump's mother. Mary Anne McCleod grew up poor in the fishing village of Tongue in the Scottish Highlands. So right now we're on a fishing boat here in Scotland that is similar to the one that Donald Trump's family would have used back in the 20s and 30s. It would have been his grandfather here operating the fishing boat.
Okay, so here we've got a wee map, and maybe someone can tell me in the comments, is this officially called the Western Isles, or is it the Outer Hebrides, or can you use either? But basically we're in Tarbert, which is possibly the narrowest part of the island. To the south of us we've got South Harris, and then there's a bit more of Harris to the north, and then you've got Lewis.
Mary Anne lived in this gray Pebble Dash house with her parents and 9 siblings. All these years later, the home remains in the family. That's one of Trump's cousins heading inside.
I saw it on one of the shows today. They asked the man in the street, what's the last name of Kamala? Nobody knew. It's Harris.
As to what lies behind the concerns and the rather vigorous concerns that we hear in the media about the debt crisis. That was not intended for the previous speakers.
When I think about it, I think we all would agree that while it is part of our past, and we see vestiges of it today.
Ford, good bloodlines, good bloodlines. You believe in that stuff, you got good blood.
So what's the secret, or is there a secret?
No, I don't think there's a secret. No? I think it's the gene pool.
The French Revolution's ideals, we still struggle with many of the same basic questions raised over.
I spent my entire career standing mostly in a courtroom speaking 5 words, Kamala Harris for the people. And it was about all the people, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of where they live geographically.
Now, I know some of you guys are tempted to think it's macho guys. I'll tell you what, man.
Are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight...
But I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
We're different from the president. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded.
Rally round the home team, Scorpion and Wolverines play a little team ball, pass it around. Rally round the home team, rally round the home team, the campground's Trump tight, hands down.